You're playing every game under a manager you like, and suddenly Chelsea changed the manager. What do you think? Were you concerned last summer?
Yeah, pre-season I think we both was. I think both a little bit scared initially when the gaffer come in, see his press conference, and a bit nervous coming back, and knowing it was a fresh start for us and that we had to prove ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care who you are or what status you have. I think a new manager sort of makes you think, makes you wonder a little bit, and I think myself and John come with an attitude to, even though we'd achieved quite a lot at the club and everything we came with an attitude pre-season to show again what we're about, and that's the attitude that sort of carried us through.
He started with a midfield diamond with you at the front of it, where you hadn't played much for us. How important was that to you? Why did he make that decision?
Well, I suppose he made the decision not just based on me, probably based on the strengths of the midfield players we had at the time and we have now. We're capable of playing a diamond now. Our wingers wasn't particularly fit. Duffer had been come back struggling a little bit from last season with injury, and Robin the same pre-season got injured, so it suited us at the time, and obviously I think the manager's seen probably that I scored some goals the year before and wanted me to get forward from there.
And yet it didn't quite work. In fact, funny enough, it didn't work as well as it worked, so when you were there at Blackburn last season.
Yeah, no, well, you know, I don't know what it was. I think it was early season. Maybe we suffered a little bit from when you see the difference between playing how he was then and then how we played with two wingers. We obviously had a bit more creativity then, so we wasn't creating as freely as we did later on in the season, but we still got our results and got a solid start.
Solid with the defending. The defence was awesome right from go.
It was, I think, as Lamp said then, going forward we weren't really scoring, but that was all down to everyone. You know, we said we'd start off really solid, defend well, and that started from the front men through the midfield and everyone at the back, and that's the start we wanted and the start we got, so thanks to everyone really.
How important to you was your first league goal after so long at West Brom?
Yeah, it was important. First one in open play, and looking back at the goals I've scored now, it's quite amazing to think that I had one goal after sort of 12 or 13 games, and that was a big relief for me. That game, I felt it coming in that second half against West Brom, and that was the start of them for me really this season, that game.
Moscow at home, Porto at home, your goals? Yeah, the Moscow one, I think I had got the header and managed to read the knockdown, skidded off the surface and managed to be there and knock it in, so was really pleased with that one. But I thought my header against Porto was really good. Moving it, I just threw myself in front of it, and like a diving header, you don't see many of them nowadays as well, so I was really pleased with that, and to get my third in three was brilliant for me, to keep scoring in Europe, and a bit gutted I didn't score away to Moscow actually and make it 4-4.
What did it mean to you that in the Carling Cup you're often used as a substitute? Certain of you who have maybe not been big players before were treated as big players now. Well,
I don't know exactly, when you put it like that, I don't know how right that is, but I know what you're saying. There was a lot of games in the season, and we're fortunate enough to have a big squad and players that come in and can perform to the same level with those that will come out. And the main thing in them games we talk about is if you are put on the bench or rested or whatever it might be, when you come on you make a difference. And if you look at our cup run, a lot of players that came on did make differences through that Carling Cup.
And when you hadn't won anything and it was the first thing on offer, did it have a certain importance to you?
I think it is special. Everyone talks, the Carling Cup's not big, this, that and the other, but I think to the lads it'll always be a special one. You know, we've won the Premiership, and obviously that's the ultimate for us and everybody at the club, but that one's always going to be special, having been our first one and our first trophy together as a team.
Blackburn away, the fight, the spirit, the strength, the qualities. Petr Cech, talk about Blackburn away.
Great fight, I think, wasn't it? I think we went up there and they had one thing in mind, and that was to kick lumps out of us. But you know, no one had really done that to us all season, and they maybe fancied their chances to kick us and bully us a little bit. But the lads responded brilliantly, and it was good to see. I think team spirit as well, that brought us a lot closer. You could see after the win how much it meant to the fans, the lads, the way we celebrated after. I think that's when we knew it was our year.
Barcelona, away and home.
Well, it was fantastic. I mean, away we didn't play particularly well. We hung on in the end. Didier shouldn't have been sent off, and we had to dig in, and it was real backs to the wall. And I think we came away from that game knowing that we had a good opportunity. I think happy that I thought it was a decent result. A lot was said in between hand about other things, but I think the main thing we was concerned that a lot of things were coming from their camp with a real confidence in the fact that they was going to come and do this and do that to us, and we was a boring team, and there was no better feeling than after 20 minutes knowing that we'd absolutely battered them, was 3-0 up. Obviously then the game changed and it all ended with John's brilliant winner and that, but I think it was a real statement across Europe then what sort of ability we had in our team and what sort of character we had.
What did that goal mean to you psychologically, your winner?
Yeah, it meant a lot. I think it was my most important goal, definitely for Chelsea, and probably probably the best goal for me so far I've scored for Chelsea. Great delivery from Duffer, and I've just managed to glance it in. I think Keza tried to get his little toe on it and claim it, but thankfully it went in. But even when it went in, I didn't really celebrate, having looking at it after. I maybe should have celebrated more, and the lads together, but just sort of run off and Coley grabbed me and we all stood there. But after that went in, I think they knew as well it was our time, and we really believed after that it was our year in the Champions League.
Bolton, we won the league. Just talk about Bolton.
What a day! I think as you said to me, yesterday was a special day, but we actually won it at Bolton. Everyone will remember that. Once again, Lampsey, we spoke the night before or a couple of days before, saying, "God, imagine getting the goal that won Chelsea Football Club the Premiership." And Lampsey's done it. We spoke about it the night before, and two fantastic goals. And if anyone was going to score it, it was going to be Lampsey. Unbelievable.
What went through your mind as you were running at Chelsea supporters from the halfway line, 1-0 up?
Well, just went through my mind just to make sure. I mean, it was bobbling around. I didn't want to overrun it. I didn't want to go too slow that someone would catch me. So I just concentrated really, and I still get a tingle when I think about the feeling when I knew I'd slipped round the keeper and I knew there was an empty net, and the celebrations were fantastic. Every time I see it now, I get a nice feeling in my stomach, and after all on the pitch afterwards in the dressing room, and that is the day I will never forget.
The celebrations, lifting the trophy.
Yeah, I mean, what we're all here for, what we've been waiting for, and it felt brilliant. Felt really good. John lifted it, rightly so. He's been fantastic captain. Manager got his hands on it again, rightly so, because he has really pushed us on to win it this year, and everyone enjoyed it. I think Diddy and Cowie went and slept together with the cup last night. They couldn't take their hands off of it. So fortunately enough, the rest of us got so little touch of it.
Just, I think.
And the celebrations just went on and on.
Yeah, it was a great day. We stayed out there for ages, and showed our appreciation to the fans, because all season long they've been fantastic for us. And a lot of the time, as I say, in big European nights, the home games, we've not been beaten at home this year, and to have that record, not only thanks to all the players, but thanks to the fans and their support.